Yes, this is Case Minis. And I want to go back to the episode with my Pilates coach, Coach James Sandova. Coach James is so popular in the fitness world. I am just so happy to call him my friend. And he shares some practical tips with all of us because he is one of those guys. He's not about trends and everything. He just wants to make sure that you can be the best version of yourself. So, tip number 1 is about wearing heels. Wonder why I keep wearing flats nowadays? Because heels are not great for you. Whenever I do wear heels, because I have scoliosis, I have to do the exercises to undo the harm that I've done that day. So, Coach James will teach you what to do. I discovered when we were doing Sound of Music last March, because I was wearing heels every day. So I was wearing heels Tuesdays to Sundays, 2 shows on the weekend. And during that time, when we would do Pilates, masakit yung legs ko. So sabi ko, ay, masama pala heels. Doon ko lang nalaman, di ba? Plus, I would run around in my heels backstage.
Yeah.
So we would do this one exercise, which was the barrel exercise, where the leg is up.
So that's what we call, in the barrel exercise, it's called ballet stretches.
Ballet stretch ba yun? Okay.
On the barrel.
Yeah, so my leg is up and I cannot bend down.
Yes, to even reach.
Because it was that tight.
It was that tight.
So that's when I discovered, although I don't have a scientific study, but from my own observation, heels are bad. And those weren't even my regular heels. They were just maybe 2-inch heels. My regular heels for work are 4 inches.
Ouch.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, varicose veins and the tightness, parang hindi...
Galit na calves kasi.
Hindi pala siya okay. So, I've been wearing more sneakers lately. So, buti na lang it's a thing to wear sneakers. So, just for like the regular person, can you help them understand why we should be wearing heels less? Or maybe for special occasions na lang?
Yeah, for special occasions, I think it would be better. I guess because a lot of people are fixated on fashion. And, you know, I can't blame them. They like fashion.
I love it. I love my heels.
Yeah, you love your heels,
yeah.
diba? Parang ganon. But we want to focus also on making sure that what is the normal position of the foot.
Okay.
The normal position of the foot is the heel is down. And when you're always wearing heels, it elevates the heel up. So what happens is your body now has that adaptive shortening. So that means adaptive shortening, that muscle right there on your calf shortens out because it's now used to being elevated. So sanay na siya nakataas yung heel. So what happens is when you remove the heel, it's like you're always in a tiptoe position. So every time you're in a tiptoe position, your ankle has to actually flex. So the ankle has to move up. So that means when I say flex, the toes has to go towards you. Yeah, so what happens is if you can't do that, your body will look for another position to find mobility.
Okay.
So the next thing is the knees.
So to the ladies listening, you don't have to tune out because there is a solution. We're not saying don't wear your high heels. We're saying you have to stretch.
Yes,
after.
you have to stretch.
So what is this stretch that they can do for free?
Oh,
Thank you for the advice.
For free.
So we're gonna do the video, right? So you can catch the video.
Yeah.
Okay,
So what you can do is just, one thing is just like put your feet down like that.
Okay, in a seated position.
And then place your hands right there onto the tip of your foot and then just gently pull it back. So that's just a basic stretch. You want to feel that nice little stretch right
here.
There. Yeah. So that's your calves.
Calves.
Yeah. And your calves, usually that's the part where you get that adaptive shortening.
Wait, guys, mahal to. Please pay attention.
Diba? And then you want to make sure that after, let's say, a night out.
Okay, night out.
Night
out.
You want to stretch that before, going to bed. And then you want to actually turn the ankles around. Let's say semicircle and then reverse it again for about 8 repetitions. And you're pretty much good for the day.
Lasing na sila.
Lasing ka na.
So, put some music on.
Kasama yung katawan, gumagano, di ba? Yeah. So, either that or you want to go a little bit more, let's say, a little bit more hardcore in a way. So, you find a wall and you put your feet against the wall. So, that's right about in your toes again.
So, should we get you a box of some sort so you can demo?
Actually, just this. You can actually see this little right there, right?
So I will demo.
So, you will demo. So, you want to focus on making sure that your feet is flushed against that. Let's say
pero straight na. So,
straight,
let's do it here.
Yeah. So you're pretty good right there. And you just want to make sure that you pull the toes back.
Ooh.
Feel that stretch. And you're wearing sneakers.
Yeah, and I was wearing sneakers. I didn't even put a lift today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is something. So how many of those?
Oh, well, you just do about, what, 10 to 12?
10 to 12
repetitions. If you
Don't ask for help because it hurts and you might fight. Diba? Parang humingi ka na nga ng tulong, mag-away pa kayo.
Oh, that's true.
The second thing that he teaches us is that we are not supposed to hold our phone here because our head is a certain weight. So watch this. What are other practical tips that you can give? I mean, I have you here and you can help people out. So
Definitely, I would love to
I
do that.
know one is the cell phone, and I've seen this a lot on TikTok and on Insta. So what is that thing that you say with like the position of the phone?
Okay, so now your head is about 12 pounds.
Depende kung malaki ulo
Depende
mo.
kung malaki ulo mo,
So
tama
pag
yun.
mayabang, anong weight?
Times 10. Ay,
Depende.
yeah, so 12 pounds siya.
Okay.
So now, that 12 pounds of pressure is actually on your neck. The more
Okay.
that your head goes forward, it actually multiplies. So it goes forward about 10 degrees forward. It's about now 24.
Okay.
And it goes 36. And when you have a cell phone right in front of you, usually people just put it closer to the chest.
Especially when they're hiding from the teacher.
Yes.
Or ka-meeting. Oh, you're hiding
So
your
the
phone.
more closer to your chest, the more load that you're getting it from your neck.
Oh my gosh.
So that when
yeah.
that's what we call adaptive shortening. When you remove that and you lift your head up, that neck has got used to being forward. So that's why you see a lot more people now.
Nagcha-changing posture.
Nagcha-change your posture.
Adaptive shortening.
Yes.
So we are in fact getting shorter then?
In a way. Yeah.
When you could be taller.
Yes, when you could be
Shucks.
taller.
Hindi na lang siya straighten your back, no?
Hindi na.
Don't put your phone down.
Oo, true.
So you're supposed to use your phone directly in front of you?
As much as you can. It might look weird kasi parang matanda na ganyan, di ba?
And then would you say it has to be far? Hindi.
Diba,
Kasi
Oo.
yung angle ng ulo pala.
Yeah, angle ng ulo. Kasi your head has to be stacked on top of your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
If it's forward, then that's where you start to feel the strain. Hindi mo siya nararamdaman ngayon. Because again, the body will adapt. And adapt. Then you just say hello to you when you get younger.
Yung hello na yan, yung tawag namin pag masakit na yun. Hello, eto na yung pain.
Yes, hello. This is
So,
the years of doing it.
While you're giving us free advice and free tips, what kind of exercise can you do now that, we've been doing that wrong phone placement for months, years?
One, just lift up the phone a little bit higher. It doesn't need to be super high, like aligned in my head. But just a little bit higher if you catch yourself.
Okay.
Especially when they sit down, usually they put their phones on their lap. And then they bring their head down. So pretty much that weight puts a lot of pressure on the neck. 12 pounds times to how many degrees?
Depende. Plus.
Yeah, so plus. So maximum 36.
So no exercise, no stretch?
You can actually just stretch. Okay. Again, first we want to take out the habits.
The habit, okay.
Because if you have the habits, no matter how much you stretch and you go back into it, it's the same thing.
Okay.
So you want to adjust the issues first.
No to Band-Aid solutions nga pala is your thing. Okay.
As much as you can. Diba?
And for all of you who work in the office girlies and boys, what do you call the office? The office people. Here is a tip for you because you're sitting too long. Sitting down in an office is even like
it's really bad for you.
Not advisable. So how many breaks do you have to take? I mean, like walking breaks.
As much as possible, remind yourself every 30 minutes. Remind yourself every 30 minutes to stand up and walk.
30 minutes?
Pinakamatagal na yung 30 minutes. Kasi pag sobrang tagal, may term na sinasabi nila, my butt fell asleep. Like everything. That is actually true. What happens when you sit down is your muscles, your glutes, your butt, actually turns off. And the moment you stand up, you do not engage that. The thing that you engage is your knees. So a lot of people, pag tumayo, humahawak sa tuhod just to get up. Because lahat na ng pressure dun sa knees, your bum turned off.
We're in, kasi Pilates is about core support.
Yes.
So even pala your bum.
Yes, your bum. Pag tumayo ka, kailangan yung glutes mo nag-i-engage or nag-work. Pag tumayo ka and you don't feel your glutes come up, like contract, let's say like that, ibig sabihin lahat na ng pressure nasa tuhod mo. That's why a lot of people pag tatayo, mahawak na ganun sa tuhod just to get up. Kasi wala eh. The glutes are asleep. Parang, okay, hindi ako ginagamit for today, for an hour or two. Dito na lang muna ako.
Yes, it's not even an age thing. It's just more of these habits pala parang collect. And that's it for this K Mini. Case Minis out. It's a mic drop.